Hello, bonjour, ça va? And how are we today? It is Tuesday, May the 13th, 2025, here in southwestern Ontario, Canada, by the beautiful shores of Lake Huron. Just wanted to come on today. I keep hearing over and over and over again this concept of duality that we are to speak on or about today. Going to have some personal examples, which, we don't always do here, not naming any names, but we're going to be talking about the frequencies of light, the energies of these particular beings. So I keep hearing The Tale of Two Cities. I can't remember it. I may have read it, but if I did, it was a long time ago. But I'm hearing it's a tale, T-A-L-E, a tale of two frequencies instead of a tale of two cities. So we have this dichotomy here. We have the real, innocent, highlight, kind of naive, beautiful, loving, kind, compassionate, surreal type of energy going on. And we have the low, darker, I'm hearing it as a crimson light. Maybe that's root chakra type of energy. Not sure what that means. It's dangerous. It's angry. It's nauseous. I'm hearing it's nauseous. It's nauseating to be around beings of lower light to some people. And it's full of hate and retribution and revenge and just downright nasty behavior. Let's take and not give. And the other one is like, I give too much. I give it my all. Excuse me. So we have these, I'm being shown we have these two extremes. Now, I have met people who fit into these categories. I've met two people who fit into these two categories. And I was shown this morning, one is very light and bright, very heartfelt. Everybody is drawn to this particular person. They like this person. There is that naivete, however. There is that unawareness of the dark parts of people or of the lower light that exists here on this world and on this planet. I've also met someone who embodies the exact opposite, always very dark, negative, nasty, narcissistic, complaining, criticizing, wanting to kill people type of energy. Very extreme. Usually we find people who have a mix of both, maybe a little bit more light, some have a little bit more dark, but this has been a lesson for me in polar opposites and extremes. And I have been viewing this from a very different subconscious awareness as a result. I did not realize or understand that these two extremes could exist because I just haven't had that experience here. It's been a mix, a little bit more balanced. So, we're going to take a look at this because what I have been observing in these two different, very, very, very different people is that they're starting to switch. The one who's all high and light and bright and loving and compassionate and giving to martyrdom almost is starting to learn about the dark. This particular person is delving into that in relationships with other people who are, let's just say, not of the highest light. And they are becoming kind of, sort of, a little bit lower in their behaviors, their thoughts, their actions, their deeds. Likewise, the other one who is extreme in their very low, darker frequency of light is starting to want to be higher, lighter, brighter, and come back up. So I'm watching these two people who have been so specific in their energy and their frequency of light. They're starting to shift to the middle ground. So basically the lesson here is we need to have both incorporated. We have spoken about this before, but we really need to have this within us where we have both. We see the light and the dark. We have both. We resonate with both for a particular time. And then, as we acknowledge the shadow within us and within others, as we, people like to call it in the spiritual realm, we're actually starting to see the darkness within us. And as we do and explore that in the subconscious issues, which is basically where we have been focused on for such a long time, we start to see the darker aspects within me, is how I'm hearing it, to be exact. Once we pull that darker, lower frequency to the forefront of our mind's eye to see it, to witness it, we overcome the fear of it. It's not really us, it's the programming from the past. It's also our desire to learn about it when we come here. What does this look like? I'm not familiar with this kind of low frequency here. So you explore that, you experience that, you work through that, and then you come to the point of realization that, okay, this is not me. I can separate it from myself. I can release it, in other words, and I can come back up to my higher frequency zone where I like to be. It's where I was when I came in. So we're moving through these various frequencies of light through our thought sequences. This is a game-changing time. We are realigning with our prime directive on time. So as I'm observing people around me changing and switching their frequencies, there are some who are going to make it on time, and there are others who are going to need, a little bit longer to get to their own truth, to understand why they chose to come here specifically at this time and what their root chakras were and how to maneuver through this to come back to their higher light. So we're all gaining ground in this reference of time. We are all stimulating our higher spinal code of light. We are all creating our own energy for our own respite. God bless. We give you peace, love, and light. We are speaking to you from our angelic might. Okay, so that is that part of the message today. It's going to be very grounded within you as we are realizing these exercises in the higher spirit light. And we're going to remember our energy codes from beyond time. That is what we're here to bring back to our awareness, the subconscious to the conscious. We bring it out into the light. We understand. We unfold the higher frequencies of light. And we're on our way. We're on our ascension code path out of here into a new frequency of light, and therefore a new energy that will burn very bright. God bless. We give you peace, love, and light. Okay, so this is a source of encouragement for us, that those who've been lagging behind, whether they've been too naive, to martyrdom-ish types, where they just give themselves to death to others, or whether the other side of the light that is lower, and they are the takers. They don't want to give, they just want to steal your energy so on, so on, so on. We've talked about this for years. These dichotomies of the extremes, the polarizations, are coming to a close now. It has to be, to come back to the one, to not be in separation and division anymore. We have to come back together. So the more naive beings have to see their own truth. They have to see their shadows, which they're blocking it. They don't want to see it. And then the other side of the coin, the lower frequencies going, oh, I've had enough of this. I have a miserable life. I want to change this. So I'm going to shift my consciousness back into my higher light. These are coming back to center. Okay, the pendulum swings. Okay, we go one extreme, we go the other. We come back to balance. We come back to center. And that's what we're doing here now. We're bringing all of our timelines, converging them, and bringing ourselves, all of our fractured pieces of light, back into congruity with our higher self and our higher conscious awareness. That's what we're doing. Some of us will fulfill it at this point in time. Others are going to be a little delayed for their own peace of mind, because that's what they chose to do, or that's what they're choosing to do, because they can change their mind as they go. We can change our mind as we go. So you never know what a person's going to do. You don't know until the end. They might not even know what they're going to do. You might not even know what you're going to do yet. Higher self always knows. But it's always a little cryptic. And sometimes it's just meant to be that way. And other times it's programmed to be that way. So we're not really at any loss. Okay, so instead of looking at it and grieving about it, oh, I've lost this opportunity, I've lost out on this or that, whatever. This is not to be viewed as loss. This is to be viewed as, I'm hearing it as reparation. I'm hearing it to be viewed as part of the experimentation in repairing ourselves and coming back to the light. It'll take as long as it needs to, but those of us who are ready to move on, it's here and now, and there's no question about that. And those of us who know, we know. If you don't know, there's still a little bit of time left for you to make your final choice. It will be in your higher light, though. It won't be resonating from 3D, you or me. Because we are in incongruity if we are not in the higher light, you see. Okay. So this is what we've been delving into today. We're looking at it in a higher way. God bless. We give you peace, light, and say we are going to be with you all the way. All right. This is coming from our diamond ray right now, and our blue ray. All right. I love you always. Take care of yourselves and others on this journey of light. Back to ourselves. We're definitely giving ourselves a respite. God bless. We give you peace, love, and light. If you wish to discuss your personal journey with us, if you're looking for a little spiritual guidance, we can help you with that, as well as some energy healing and motivation. You can reach us at www.healingourenergy.ca. Have a beautiful, wonderful day, and we'll speak with you again. Bye for now.